Guys, J-Man here. All right, we are continuing our awesome comics of the 90s, and we're going to be starting, or we're going to be continuing with Team Youngblood. So this is mostly focusing on the away team. There's two teams in Youngblood. There's the home team, that's Shaft, and then the away team is Sentinel and his guys. So I really like Team Youngblood. I am going to do Youngblood as well, but I just haven't gotten around to getting all of the issues, or at least not a significant amount of them to make videos on. Everybody knows I'm a big fan of Rob Liefeld. I'm a big fan of the 90s comics. I was there picking these Image comics up. I've already talked about the first 3 issues. Now we're going to talk about 4, 5, and 6 in this video. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at Team Youngblood. Okay guys, Team Youngblood number 4. We have Masada, Dutch, and Riptide on the cover. I love Dutch. He looks amazing. He just looks so cool to me. I love the colors and everything. Masada's a great character as well. So here we are, like starting right off here. We've got Sentinel, who is the leader. So this is the away team. They're doing a press conference now. They just saved the Liberty 2 space station. That was the last 3 issues prior to this. They defeated a guy called Geiger, and now they're just having this press conference. I like pages like this. You know, it's like a lot of information, one nice image. This is something that the 90s comics kind of did a lot, where some people always thought, oh, they're just, you know, wasting a page, or it's always a splash page or doubles page or whatever. And it's like, I know, but this to me was really cool, because you're like, yeah, like this is like a big moment, lots of stuff going on, and they're all talking and everything. So I like stuff like that, right? And the colors to me here are just so fantastic. I love the art here. It's so amazing. So story by Rob Liefeld. He's creator. Pencils is Chap Yap. I don't know how to pronounce. I'm sorry if I mispronounced the name, which I probably did. Sorry. The inks are great here too. Let's continue on. So as I did with my last thing, I'm not going to go through every panel and talk about stuff. We're just going to quickly go through this. We got Photon, Dutch talking here. I like this. Every page seems like there's something really cool going on, and they're just, you know, talking about Riptide or what's going on, you know. And it's like, okay, so Shaft and Badrock show up here, just to talk more with Sentinel and everything. And then again, this girl here, she's all crying. I'm not going to go through the story or spoil everything for you. We're just going to quickly kind of just go through it. She's like, oh, thank you, Sentinel. But meanwhile, she's thinking, ha ha ha, I'm going to trick you. We got Masada coming home, you know, laying in bed. And I mean, look, people are going to complain about this and say, oh, you know, the women are drawn, you know, super feminine and muscular and all that, but so are the men. Like, let's be fair, right? Like look at Dutch, right? This isn't a regular guy, you know. To me, this is exciting. Like, this is a fantasy world. Let's make it fantasy, you know. Let's really, you know, like accentuate all of the features of everybody. So like, look at these huge guys. This is like, remember Dutch? I think Dutch was Schwarzenegger's name in Predator, and Carl Weathers, and they're shaking hands. Remember that? So the rest of this kind of is about Cougar and his backstory and the way his mother and father met, and like his whole race, the cat people and all that. There's a little bit of a backstory here to give you his backstory with his parents and everything, which I actually thought was pretty cool, right? I'm not going to go through this entire thing. You guys can check it out. But again, I like this jungle area. Cougar to me was not really one of the characters that I cared that much about on the away team. It's funny, if you take the away team and the home team and take, you know, a few of the characters from the away team and merge them with some of the characters from the home team, you'd kind of have my perfect team. But actually, Team Youngblood, the away team, after reading this stuff, I did like Cougar a little bit more, just because we got to know him a bit more. So this is more letters and stuff like that. And then we have, you know, some ads and all that. All right, so let's get on to, that was number 4. Let's do number 5. So here we go. Now we're getting right into his backstory. Again, really awesome colors. Now we've got a new artist on here, Cedric, for pencils. But this doesn't feel like, it still kind of has the same sort of feel for everything, which I really, really like. But anyway, so they continue on this story. That's a great, like, look at that. All of the action here counts. Like, all of the hits feel like they're really hard hitting. I said this in my last video as well. So really cool. I like this kind of, you know, these panels. And this is a thing of the 90s, and people say, oh, you know, it's like all these crazy broken panels, and it's like all this weirdness, and oh, there's no backgrounds, right? You know, that you've heard the no background thing all the time. But I mean, if you read a lot of manga, this is not anything new. Like manga does this a lot, where there's like, you know, just like weird paneling, and yeah, not really a background. You're just seeing, you know, you're just seeing lines, and someone's like screaming like, ah, right? And there's Dutch, look how cool he is. So, I mean, this is, you know, but like, look at this. Like when, you know, this feels like, you know, she's getting slammed like pretty damn hard, right? And like this battle here was awesome. But like, I just feel the hits more, right? And then now throughout this entire run, Sci-Fire's kind of been like in a coma or something. So they're not really sure what's going on. So that gets revealed at the end. Here's the continuation of Cougar's kind of backstory, which again, I really liked, and it made me like Cougar a little bit more. Okay. And again, I'm not going to go through all this story and everything. Prophet, I got to do Prophet. That's a cool book. All right. Last one of this one was number 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we're doing 6 next. So now, big reveal here is that Sci-Fire. So Sci-Fire has gender swapped. And people keep saying, oh, gender swapping. It's like, well, they did it in the 90s as well. But so here we go, back to Sentinel and his guys running. And like, look at Dutch has just been like freaking put through the ringer here. You know, good art. So let's do, so this is, so we got the same artist as last issue, created in story, Rob Liefeld, of course. So again, you know, they're saying there's no background, but like, look, I understand what's going on, right? So Sci-Fire is just, she's like, whoa, I'm like, you're gonna, you know, I love when they do their names and they do the font. I always like that. I don't know if that's a 90s thing. No, I don't know. I don't think that's a 90s thing. I think that was around from before. Who dares? You know, I like this kind of stuff. This is like, it just like, what? It just makes it seem more exciting, okay? And I called this Awesome Comics in the 90s because it is awesome, right? And like, look, like, boom, right? I always feel the hits, you know, and I like the battles. Like, this is a lot of action, right? And I know some people say we want more story and less action or whatever, but comics are visual, so I think it's very important to have a visual story that, you know, I want each page to look like, wow, this is a great page. I could just get this and do a pinup, you know? And the storyline is okay as well. Like, I think the storyline is fine, right? Like, and I'm not gonna go through it all because I think you guys should, you know, go ahead and read it, okay? So that ends off here, and the next one is, I think they said it was Extreme Prejudice was the next. Extreme Prejudice. So that is a multi-part crossover, which I don't have all of yet. So I won't get to that for a bit. But yeah, there you go. I mean, I like this cover. It looks cool. You have all your characters here. I mean, I like these kinds of books. So yeah, look at how crazy this is. This is like, whoa, what's happening to Sentinel? So I mean, I like these books. Let me know what your thoughts are here on the I just wanted to check the inks. Yeah, okay, yeah. So the inking is awesome on here too. Yeah, so let me know what your thoughts are on Team Youngblood. All right, guys. Until next time.